Hi, how y'all doing? It's April the 19th, 2026. It is Sunday. It must be Sunday. Two of my two eldest sons both called me today in the rise. So, of course it's Sunday, right? One of my other sons texted me and said he's staying where he's at for today. It's like, okay. So, Sunday, right? I had a hard time going to sleep last night with that high Schumann of 101, right? The electricity was just twitching through the left side of my body, threatening to cramp up my foot. Just made it very uncomfortable for me for about an hour and a half, until finally I went to sleep. I dreamt all night, but I don't recall, right? Woke up a couple times to go to the bathroom, but yeah, I stayed in bed until about 7:17 is when I woke up, right? There's that 17 again. I see it all the time, just like 144. But, yeah. So, my ears are ringing really loud today. I'm not sure what the Schumann is yet. It's either higher or lower. Your guess is as good as mine, right? I don't have the machine, so I can't stay accurate. And know that it's just not a lie anyway, right? But yeah, my friend Task came over today. She texted me and wanted to come over and have a coffee, get high, smoke a joint, a pipe, whatever, right? So I said, all right, come on. I had a shower first. I said, I'm having a shower. I'll let you know. So she came over and we sat and we talked. And while we were talking, my second son called, right? And he's going through his own struggle with alcohol, right? So just keep on planting seeds in his head, you know? That's all we can do. So yeah, we're sitting there, we're talking. And I was telling her my perspective on what's going on in this program, right? And she was telling me how much she loves me, right? How safe she feels with me when she knows she can come to my home and it's like going to a mother's home. They're not going to let anybody hurt you. You're allowed to do pretty much, open the cupboards, the fridge, make yourself this or that, right? Go to your mom's room and get her something she needs, right? And you're not judged or anything, right? And I was like, yeah. I said, I usually get that from females, that they've told me they feel safe when they're around me. And she said, you're so special. You're one of a kind, right? I said, men have told me that my whole life, that they've never met a woman like me. I was like, so I get what you're saying. I said, that's why I'm not out looking for a man, because when I do get one, he has to be a legend, right? He has to resonate with me. And because I'm one of a kind, he has to be one of a kind also, in his own right. So me forcing to find a man, it doesn't work like that for me, right? It has to be magnetically attracted, right? So that when he touches me, he gets almost like an electric shock of love. It's always worked that way. And then they can't keep their hands off of me. They don't want me to let me go ever, right? But unfortunately, in the past, I met the wrong ones that were like the hawk. Never let the prey out of their sight. You know what I mean? Go snatch it up. Don't let it go nowhere, right? No trust in me whatsoever. They underestimated me. So, and tried to control me. And that's not what love does. Love does not control, all right? So, yeah, there was that little conversation. That took me into the thought of, I don't want followers, right? She goes, you're a born leader, a natural leader. I said, yeah, and I don't want to be a leader. I've never wanted to be a leader, right? Who wants to be a leader? Who wants to have followers? I said, look what they did with the fake Jebus in the Bible, right? His own man turned him in for money. Give him up to his enemies, right? And then what did all his followers do? That praised him and kissed his feet all the time. They all run in hidden caves. Not one of them went up and tried to rip him out of the enemy's hands or pull him down from the so-called crucifix, right? They all ran and hid. What good was his followers? What did they do for him? Absolutely nothing. They were all traitors. Because he did good for them, they did nothing for him. Who wants followers? Right? I'd like you to take my wisdom, whatever pieces fit with you, and expand upon it and build for yourself. See what I'm saying? Don't just follow me because you feel safe. Because when it comes down to the nitty gritty and somebody wants to sacrifice me, what are you going to do? Right? Y'all live in fear. You're not going to do nothing. Army of one, that's me, right? That's kind of a lingering thought I have. It comes up to me all the time because I'm getting aged. Is I wonder if my children will sacrifice me, right? Will I just become too hard for them to deal with? And they'll want to put me in a home, shove me away in a corner somewhere? There's such a thing as elder abuse, right? Because they haven't done their shadow work and gotten over their ego ties, haven't balanced their ego, their light and their dark. You don't get rid of your ego, you use it. Just like the police, you use them. Just don't make sure they don't use you. Only have them when you need them. My mom taught me that, right? They're there for you to use. Don't let them use you. So, yeah, we had that talk, right? I think she gets it. She's a pretty smart girl. Considering she spent, what is she, 40? Half her life being a crackhead until she got the strength to pull herself out of it. Nobody fixed her. She did it herself. She wanted to do it for herself, right? Makes you stronger. That's what challenges are in life, to make you stronger. So you learn something new. So my son was complaining, I'm not sure about I like being a homeowner. He says, you fix one thing and something else breaks. You fix that, something else breaks. And I said, well, that's the challenge. I said, look at how much you're learning and growing. Right? He says, you're right. I have learned a lot. I didn't know this stuff before. I said, see? A lot of people would be envious and want to be in his position. you know? But he doesn't. He's trying to see the dark part of it. And that's due to the alcohol. It keeps you in that stupid mindset, right? So yeah, we're the waxing crescent today. It's about fine-tuned, right? Make it better. So, yeah, I made myself better. I got clean. That's getting better, right? You know what I mean? Um, what else? Let me see. I put a couple talking points down. I knew my mind would be like forgetting stuff. Oh, that's something else. My son hasn't seen his daughter since 2013 or 2015, something like that. And he put a text out on Facebook today, a post saying he put her name out, right? Spelled out her whole name and last known area in Barrie, Ontario, right? That he knew where she was at. And the mother didn't, keep in contact with him at all. And he's looking for her. He's asking for help, right? So I put on his post that when I needed to find my second husband to serve him divorce papers, he had moved out of the area I was in. And so I looked up online for a private detective agency or private investigators, right? And I found a bunch, and I found one that was run by two women, so I called them and contacted them and told them my situation and asked how much it would cost and if they could do it. And they said yes, they could do it. It depended on how much work they had to put into it to find him and how long it would take for them to tell me how much it would cost. And I said, okay, well, I'm on disability, so I can't afford a lot. I hope you find him soon, kind of thing, right? And then within 2 weeks, they had texted me back and said they found him. It took 2 attempts, so I have to be charged for both of those, right? And they finally tracked him down and served him the papers because he was hiding from them, right? So, yeah, I got it done, and it cost me like $40. You know what I mean? So it depends on how much work they have to do. You can find anybody that way, right? If any one of your family members are missing, right? Look it up. It's easy. I did it, right? So I told him that, and he says, "Yeah, that's what it's getting to." I said, "Well, do it. It's worth it. Make them do the work since you're too busy, you're too drunk, whatever. They'll find her. You know what I mean?" I said, "Even if you did, for when you do find her, I said, even if she hates you, I said, I'll still be happy because I know that you found her, right?" And he says, "Yeah, I feel the same way as long as I know where she is." So, yeah, there's that, right? So it made my heart happy. I was like, I'm glad he's looking for my granddaughter, right? So yeah. Anything else? It's another thing. I was telling Tass, right? I was saying about how this is a make or break time for us, right? The unjobbed, the high vibrational. The dark is in a lot of people, the vaxxed, mostly. Some unvaccinated people too that have not done their shadow work. And it's going to come at you to try to break you because it doesn't want you to activate, to be the glitch in the program, right? I said, you can't trust anybody, you know? You've got to be able to read them very well. I said, I don't believe anything. I don't believe in the ice wall. I don't believe in space, in the planets, nothing. I sit here, see myself living on this flat plane with a dome over us, knowing I can see the program and what the program is in everybody and in everything, right? And I'm just sitting here trying to figure out what's going to happen next because I know the universe won't allow me to just do this forever, right? And I was saying, I'm not giving them any power, right? You know how they say about their 2020, 2030 plan, 2035 plan, about any of it, right? About the wars, the world war happening, nuclear bombs happening, alien disclosure happening, EBS happening, fucking any of it. Anything that they're saying, right? All the loops. They keep on getting you into loops. Remember I said the Mockingbird media and even the character known as Trump are saying uh, short-term pain, long-term gain, right? So keep you in a loop, keep you waiting, right? Nah, let's manifest something different. Has to go forward. There's no more looping. No more looping, right? So don't give them any power at all. They can't do nothing. Don't speak anything that they might that's been being pushed out there that gives them power, right? Like energy weapons attacking us, like aliens attacking us, like them locking us down, them whatever the threats are, right? The long-term, short-term gain, any of it. Don't, nope. It's not going to happen. It's not possible. It's not in my will. I will it not to be so, right? They don't have any power. They're powerless, right? It's time to pull back the curtain and see the old shriveled up man pushing the buttons on the computer that runs this program, right? Because I'm not accepting any of it. I'm not giving them any power. I will not speak them into power, right? They have been taken out of power. They are not they anymore. They've disappeared. What was I talking about again? You know what I mean? What was that I was thinking? It's gone. Who? What bad guy? Just catch my drift, right? Don't be giving them any power. No government. Nobody. No corporation. Nothing. Right? We're the powerful ones. They don't exist anymore. Do something about it, right? Do you know what I mean? Visualize it. Make it so. It's as simple as that. The imagination rules this realm. Be the glitch in the program, right? Refuse to see anything their way, because it ain't their way, right? They don't have a way anymore. They're gone. It was sunny in the rise. It's cold. It got down to like -1 overnight. It's fake snowing out right now, right? Oh, I guess it's starting to pick up a little bit. I hope I didn't speak that into existence. Little flakes. It wasn't supposed to snow. It's windy though. But yeah, just another day in the day of or just another day in the day of Teresa, in the life of Teresa. All right. I had a good visit with Tass. We always do usually, unless I'm too tired or in too much ickiness. My ickiness isn't too bad today, although I woke up with a really tight knot under my skull on the left side above my neck. It bothered me in the middle of the night too, but it's gone now, right? Spine's a little bit icky. The shoulder's a little bit tense. Foot's tight still though, right? It hasn't really loosened up that much from last night. Tass was saying she gets pains in one of her knees like this. Feels like electricity's just hitting it, just being pounded into it. And so that's what I feel too, all the time. Not just sometimes, right? So, what don't kill you makes you stronger. And it's only pain. What we've been told is pain, right? Can't believe nothing. It's just how it is. All right, I'll post what the Schumann is, if they post it, later in my community section. All right? I'm just going to chill out today. I'm listening to 432 frequency right now, meditation music. 432 is the best one. All right? Yeah. I'm not doing nothing. Every day, I'm a glitch in the program. Every day, my imagination manifests into reality. And every day, I have more gratitude. I do. I love you all as a consciousness. Enjoy this night or day. Okay? Okay. Bye. And Hope Springs Eternal, if you watch this, very good story you left in my comments. I liked it. Keep up the good work. Bye.